long ago, where the snowy cliffs of Arendelle met the wide blue sea. The ocean began to change in a quiet and frightening way. Deep beneath the waves, where sunlight barely reached, tiny ice crystals appeared. They floated through the water like frozen stars, cold and sharp. Fish swam away from them in fear. Sea plants bent and stiffened. Coral that once glowed with warm colors slowly turned pale and hard. Princess Ariel felt the change before anyone else. She was swimming through a peaceful coral valley, humming softly to herself, when a strange cold wrapped around her tail. Ariel stopped at once. The water felt wrong. It was too still, too quiet. She looked down and gasped. A branch of coral in front of her was covered in ice, not gentle frost, but glowing blue crystal ice that sparkled like glass. Ariel touched it carefully. The coral felt stiff and sad, as if it could not breathe. "This does not belong here," Ariel whispered. She swam deeper, passing frightened fish and silent turtles. The deeper she went, the colder the water became. Soon, she saw something that made her heart sink. On the ocean floor stood a great castle made entirely of ice. Its towers reached upward like frozen waves. Its walls shimmered with magic. Light pulsed inside it, beautiful but heavy. Around the castle, the ocean felt tired. Coral lay dull and gray. The sand was cold, the water barely moved. Ariel knew this magic. She had seen it before on land, shining bright and kind in the hands of Queen Elsa. At the same moment, far above the sea, Elsa stood alone on a snowy cliff. The wind was calm, yet snowflakes drifted from her hands without her calling them. Elsa frowned. She placed her hand over her chest. Something was pulling at her magic. She closed her eyes and saw dark water in her mind. She saw ice growing where it should not exist. She heard a low, aching sound like the ocean crying out. "My magic is reaching too far," Elsa said softly. She hurried down to the shore and knelt beside the water. As soon as her fingers touched the sea, a thin layer of ice spread across the surface. Elsa pulled her hand back in shock. "I never meant for this," she whispered. Suddenly, the water shimmered. A familiar figure rose gracefully from the sea. Ariel smiled with relief. "Elsa, I hoped you would feel it too." Elsa stood and returned the smile. "The ocean is calling me, and it sounds afraid." They sat together where the waves touched the sand. Ariel told Elsa everything she had seen: the frozen coral, the frightened animals, the growing ice castle deep below. Elsa listened carefully, her heart heavy. "My magic protects my land," Elsa said. "But the sea lives by movement and warmth. Ice traps it." "I was trying to help without understanding." "The ocean does not hate the cold," Ariel said gently, "but it must be able to breathe and move. It needs balance." Elsa nodded. "Then we must fix this together." They traveled to the place where the magic felt strongest. Elsa rowed a small boat across the water while Ariel swam beside it, guiding her. When they reached the spot, Ariel dove deep into the sea while Elsa stood at the edge of the boat. Breathing slowly and focusing her magic inward instead of outward, Ariel swam down to the ice castle. Up close, it was even more beautiful and more painful. The ice cracked softly under the pressure of the water. The magic inside it pulsed like a lonely heartbeat. "You are not meant to live here," Ariel said kindly to the castle. "You are lost." Above the waves, Elsa closed her eyes. She stopped trying to control the ocean. Instead, she listened. She felt the gentle push and pull of the tides. She felt warm currents carrying life across the sea. She felt coral growing slowly, patiently, together. Ariel began to sing. Her voice flowed through the water, warm and clear. She sang of the ocean's rhythm. She sang of how every creature mattered. She sang of how the sea and land were different, but connected. Elsa let Ariel's song guide her magic. The ice castle began to change. Its sharp edges, soft, and the walls shimmered and melted into glowing light. The frozen towers bent and flowed like water. The ice did not vanish. Instead, it turned into gentle, cool energy that spread through the sea without freezing it. The coral slowly regained its color. Fish returned, swimming freely. The water warmed and moved again. The ocean breathed. Tiny sparks of blue light drifted upward, like stars, then faded into peace. Ariel rose to the surface, smiling. The sea feels alive again. Elsa knelt at the boat's edge, tears shining in her eyes. I learned something today. Even good intentions can cause harm if we do not listen. And the ocean learned something too, Ariel said. It learned that land magic can help. When it respects the sea, they watched the sunset together as waves rolled gently beneath them. That night, deep below the surface, coral gardens glowed brighter than ever. Sea creatures slept peacefully. The ocean hummed with life. And far above, Elsa slept with calm in her heart, knowing harmony had returned. From that day on, whenever the tide sparkled softly with blue light, the ocean remembered. Different worlds can live together when they listen, understand, and protect one another.